Wagwan everybody, welcome back to PanDiCahna Podcast, the podcast where you can be yourself without any fear of judgment. Join us for hilarious, upliftment and informative conversation that will make you laugh, think and feel inspired. You don't know we're from the island and we have the American in here.
See.
You know, we are creating a space where everyone can express themselves freely and have a wicked time. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show. I'm your boy Sean.
Move March.
Rasta.
Right sweetness for the girls, man. Holla. He said holla.
And today we're here to talk about parenting. So you want to know what the item have to say, and you don't know my input as well. So we'll kick it off.
Alright then. Alright. So the topic of parents tonight. They don't know. Alright then. Parenting, I would say real parenting is basic mother and father. You know, because what the mother can teach her, the father can't teach her.
Wrong.
No, listen. Listen now. Because first of all, if it's a girl, the father can't tell the girl if don't go through cycle or anything to tell her.
That doesn't nothing, bro. Say something.
That's a whole lot.
That doesn't nothing, bro. That doesn't nothing, bro.
Alright, Shansa, you know how pain feel to bring a child? No.
Yeah, man, I'm getting distracted.
No. So, you know, so I would say, you know, it depends on the household. But to me, parenting, or good parenting is like mother and father after they are around. Because
Not majority of the time, bro.
no, well, it's not majority, but it play a big part.
Okay.
You know, it play a total big part. You know, because first of all, you're gonna have time. So for instance, you're going up kindergarten, you have parents day, you have fun day, you're going like a father to run, you know, alongside to know, yo, that's my dad, that's my mom. So you want that memory, some memorable time to can say, alright, yeah, I go into this because I go up with a mother and father, so I know love. You know, so at least when it's time to give love, they know what is love and what is not love. You know?
I know what love feel like.
I know what is love because they're getting it from tender age. Because a lot of male, female doesn't know what a Sunday is like. A father figure, yo, let's buy ice cream. Take them to the park and those things. Or a mother figure.
You get them something going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I got those things going on.
Yeah.
Like on a Sunday, the family go to like Port Royal, go to Devon House.
I like them time, man.
Yeah, go to a whole other place. I know a whole other place from I was young.
I bet you know, what is the name?
Coney Park.
Hold on, that means your parents are good.
Yeah.
No, I don't go to park.
Yeah. Coney Park and the next one.
Coconut Park.
100 Step.
Yeah.
The whole of those, the whole
Walk yard.
the walk zoo, the whole of them places with no shots. You know,
Because a parent.
parent,
Yes, yeah.
you know,
Good job,
so
good job.
I would say parenting is very valuable. Words at a tender age, yes, it play a particular part because I can tell you this. Right now, if two parents is in the house right now and one is missing, they're not gonna look at it, oh, she's alright and the kid's not gonna be alright because it's something that they're used to. Used to mother and father. So it's gonna distract them from school, the mental thinking, you know, so certain things. So I would say, to me, good parenting is to have a mother and father. Although sometimes, yeah, big up the females that is playing the mother and father.
A female can't be a father.
No, listen. They can't be a father, but at least they're trying to play a father.
No.
Shout out to the single females out
Alright,
there
shout out
trying to do it.
They're trying to do it like they're
Not trying, that's doing a good job.
that's doing a good job. Alright.
And also the men.
That
Alright. So,
But they can't be a father though.
no. Alright. I already checked that.
And like you said earlier, to Sean,
Yeah.
the father
Father
can't
can't
show the
do
mother.
Yeah. So, I would say you need it. You need to how I grow, I'm a family man. So if I have a family, I know what it, you know.
So you grew up in a single parent home or both parents?
I'm both parents. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I say,
So maybe I have a question now.
No.
Maybe
No.
I have a question now. Because you said something where I'm a sister and you sort of think on it. Where the child which is a girl starts to menstrual. You don't think the father can chime in and play a role in that situation?
Alright.
As far as
Alright, hold on. Let me answer. Alright.
I'm fault. Go ahead, buddy.
They can play a part, but chance it's like
What part then can play?
Yeah, more know that.
the only part is to buy the like
And
disposable napkin.
That mother said too.
To buy the disposable napkin and to buy their
Whatever they need.
to that, but they can't give them no advice on that. No advice.
Why you can't get advice?
They're not a woman, they're not feeling the pain.
They never feel pain for getting advice.
What kind of advice? What kind of advice?
What you are going to do for your daughter starts to dementia?
There is so many ways that can help a daughter when she's seeing her menstrual. Because you're a man, no, you must have a female friend. Okay, my daughter is seeing her menstrual. How can I do this? Alright, how can I help her?
Stick up in and bite a dumpling.
No, we're not saying that. I said as a female friend, but at the same time.
Listen, just say that because of her, right?
Yeah.
Have a female friend.
Doesn't matter.
Listen to me.
That's
you
the
make
fact.
a point that me I try to make a point.
Alright.
You said as the father having a female friend to ask about the situation and how to help you.
One other man, and him can also Google, him can also YouTube.
There you go.
Because it's there for all of us.
If it was the mother, no, never need to do all of that.
It doesn't matter if him still play a role where that is concerned.
But there's levels to the role where him can play.
You know, I'm not
No, listen. Hold on, Shanta. No, you have to understand. No, hold on.
There's
Listen.
levels to the
Hold
role.
on. May I say something? Listen, Shanta. Remember, you know, if you have a daughter, Shanta. No. I'm just saying, you have a daughter. Alright. Everybody is different. It's not everybody is socialized like. A man will go to his female friend and say, you know my daughter, and he can give her advice. You're talking like that. What about the person that he does? They go the daughter the militant way, even though he really have no friend or nobody. So how he's gonna learn?
And that's what some of my friends
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, true. You have a point, but
levels to the rule, man.
So it's level, it's certain thing.
Alright, true.
Certain thing they're gonna say, with arms, because really and truly, if you're looking at a girl, I'm not saying the argument. If you're looking at a girl for the first time, there's level. You're not gonna ask her certain thing on the first day, right? Okay.
Parenting.
That's a fact,
So,
though.
see?
That's a fact.
Yeah. So,
Because you're not asking for everything on the first date.
okay.
You're not necessarily asking for nothing on the first date. And if you
May I ask,
for anything,
what's your credit score? Cause if it
you're not asking about them.
You're not gonna ask that. I'm the first
Not asking about
person.
the credit
You're not
score. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, don't waste my time. Anyways, go on. Don't waste my time, bro. Go on, boy.
They're parents and they're parenting.
Yeah.
I mean, parenting is all about creating or building a foundation on which you want your kids to
live
or to live.
Or coexist.
Yes. You creating whatever foundation you want, not necessarily mean it's gonna turn out the way you want. As a parent, are your duty to at least try.
Keep in mind, kids are sponges too.
That's what I said.
Mhm.
So you know exactly what you want, but that don't necessarily mean you're gonna get that outcome.
It also depends on how you speak and talk.
Not necessarily, because you could try to raise your child, create this space so your child be the best. Because we're aiming for the best, right?
Mhm.
But there are also peer pressure outside. Not all kids can deal with peer pressure,
True.
right?
Yeah, and then someone else self-esteem low also.
Right?
Yeah.
But we as parents can put that thought in our head. Our main goal always has to be creating that
That open space.
yes, that foundation.
Yeah.
You
Where
know?
them can.
We know how we was brought up. We know whether, like Roy said, Roy had a good upbringing. Both parents in home.
Yeah, man, I could do it, you know.
Well,
See how good.
taking places on Sunday street.
Wow!
Not all of us.
No,
No, yeah, it's
Not all of us experience.
He's lying, right?
Yeah.
Hey, he wasn't there good.
Not all.
Go on, man. Remember I tried to. Let me try to.
I'm sorry.
Not all of us experience that.
I'm sorry, I said. Nigga Roy just lied, bro.
What's that?
Say that loud.
You know he's lying.
Lying?
Hey, you was a good kid.
Good.
Yeah, just
Bro,
bad stuff.
bro, I'm get good girlfriend.
You get no flick.
I would have beaten them. Yo, you say I'll go somebody yard, they can't try that. Not even gonna do her. Nothing. Go on that stuff.
So,
What does that laugh, remember, Jim? Man talk.
I'm sorry.
so the foundation that I'm trying to establish is more than one thing. It's not just one word. You got proper schooling,
Right.
or the best as possible schooling.
Right.
You know, you want the home be that kind of home, which, like I said earlier, based on what Rye described,
Mm-hmm.
some of us didn't have that,
Right.
and we didn't want something like
Yeah,
that.
we're both parents is concerned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's on us to create that what we didn't get. So our kid, if we feel that was right, or that was something that we had wanted, you know, as a parent, we have to create that. So our kids, you know, can at least say, you know what? There's not many things, or there's not much that I could say I wanted as a kid and I didn't get.
Yeah.
My dad and my parents did create a space I could, you know, have stuff like that.
Right.
You know, at least try. You know,
Mm-hmm.
as parent, I think, you know, main job in parenting is to, you know, create that avenue, that channel, that foundation, that platform, whatever it is. You know?
So, alright, so parenting, right?
Mm.
Do you think when a child asks for anything,
Mm-hmm.
and a parent tries to give that child you know
It kind of depends on what you mean by trying.
Or like if you're spoiling them.
yes. Alright, so
Yes.
no, let me state the
Okay.
question, then you can jump in. Do you feel like a parent spoil a child when the mother or father or both parents get the stuff for the kids?
It depends, you know.
Hold on. I would say depend because, hold on.
Yeah.
I would say depend there because, remember, you know, Sean, you have a whole lot of people go different. You know, you have a whole lot of people grow up and say, alright, yo, my kid's not supposed to shut up anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not looking at it as spoiled. They're just looking at it as, yo, my mom couldn't buy me a ball, now we have a soccer field.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's not, sometimes, to me still, it's a 50-50. Sometimes it's not like you're broken them to, in a certain particular way, but you have to just know, say, yo, bro, I had a hard life growing up, you love your kids, you just want the best for them, you know? You just want, and you want them to use certain things that when they go out in life, no boy or no girl can take advantage of them because they used to think. You know?
This is what I mean, said depends, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
This is why I said depends. Now, if you have a kid, and you know your kid wants something, and you know deep down inside, that kid only wanna look at it for a minute and then toss it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get it still. For me, that's spoiling.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I know you definitely
Yeah.
don't. Alright.
You want to go do one.
Like, for example, man, Dylan, stop at Golden Cross. You say, I'm on the spinach pot. You never have it before.
You don't waste your money.
You know. So we say, alright, you get it, one bite, don't like it, trash it.
Yeah.
That's
But guess what? You just don't. No, it's just like you don't want to hurt the child feel, but you know the child not going want. And you don't want to go for that. It's many other things. So. We know them now, but all right, take that kind of spoiling.
Yeah.
You know, for me.
I do agree with that. My only input as far as this topic is, and maybe I may be a little bit biased. I feel like because I didn't have them necessities growing up, right? I didn't grow up in a two-parent family home. Do I know who my biological father is? Yes. Did I spend time with him? Yes, from time to time. Emphasis on time to time. For the most part, it's my mother. I was kind of sort of spoiled as far as I am my mother's only child. So whether it's school or in-house, anything that I do good, I'm getting rewarded for it. I guess in hindsight, if, you know what I mean? That's I'm 38 years old. I got a 15-year-old son. The life I never had that I wish I could have had, I do everything in my willpower to get that to my son.
Exactly.
That's only if he's doing what he has to do in school. The only thing I ask of my son, do what you gotta do in school, and don't give these people no type of reason to call me or your mother.
Yeah.
If you could do what you gotta do in school, a C is a passing grade at the same time as failing. It's definitely acceptable in the educational system. A C. Barely passing. Nah, I don't want you to get those C's. I don't want you to be barely passing. I don't want you to be. I need you to get all A's and B's. Because I didn't have that, I do what it is that I feel like I need to do as far as the conversations that I have with my son for him to do what he need to do on his part. Because anything that he asks for, he get as long as he's doing what he gotta do. I just been through 2, almost 3. And I say almost 3 because there was a situation that my son just texted me about, and then right after the text, yo, Dad, I might get in trouble because this, that, and third. Right after that text, yo, nah, Dad, I'm good. Because the teacher realized and understand that it was a mistake. I didn't do it on purpose. I kinda sorta, and this is me just taking full accountability. I kinda sorta feel like I spoil you, my son. At the same time, I don't feel like I spoil you, my son.
Yeah, because
I feel like he deserved.
no, the reason why you think that way because what they give you, but the next side of you say, yo, hey, he's the only one, so he's gonna get everything. So you
Right.
just, I
Right.
just say it's just a 50-50. You're
Right.
not spoiling me, but at the end of the day, you got anything you want, you still got
As long as he doing
you see.
right.
So
That's kind of my input on that.
So,
And there is no handbook on parenting. You just have to adjust.
yeah, that's how, yeah, we got a question I was gonna ask is, what are some of the basic stuff as a parent, what are a couple of basic stuff we think parenting requires?
Don't talk back to your mother. Don't talk back to your father.
So that's you telling your child that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cursing or not supposed to be cursing, right? Heck yeah. Don't talk back to your mother. Don't talk back to your father.
And this is guidance.
Yes. Do what you have to do in school. Regardless of what it is, even if you feel like you may be right in certain situations, the teacher is always right. Because at the end of the day, all the teacher got to do was either call, text, or email and make it seem as if you. All the teacher got to do is call, text, or email that you doing some nonsense that you're not supposed to be doing. And as a parent, as a concerned parent, first thing we doing is checking our child. Whether it's yelling, whether it's just talking to them, however you feel like you want to check your child, that's the first thing we do. And then once we get the child's point of view, and now it's like, oh, I'm not saying that the teacher is lying. At the same time, you might got a point as far as the story that you telling me. And the flip side to that coin is, a lot of these kids know how to lie and manipulate to
tell you. Yeah.
for things to fit their criteria or what they trying to explain out. Criteria is not the word that I'm looking for, but that's kind of like the best. Yeah, kids know how to do that. I'm not the perfect father. I would never claim to be the perfect father. When it comes to my parenting, I know what I've been through, and I know for a fact what I don't want my child to go through. So I do whatever that I feel personally for my child not to go through that. If people want to look at it as you spoiling your child, you babying your child and things of that nature, then so be it. Me personally, I don't necessarily look at it like that.
And the next thing too, your thing I do, like, you have some parents, they raise their children and they're good and thing, but you don't want to see your next youth prosper like your children. You always want your children to be better than every other children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that because Let me tell you something. I'm talking from experience. I remember when I was growing up, bro. You know, you have a shop. We never have it so much. So when I shop, my father now will tell you, yo, when I feel hungry, go there, take something, you pay for it in the week when you get tea and thing. So we normally go there and thing, and they're always going to be better than us and thing, you know, to, you know, certain things that really pay. Yeah, and thing, and you don't know. No, them,
I mean, I thought,
you're not pretty. Very pretty.
I have purchase, yeah.
We're just having a trust and thing. We did the thing, and you know, normally going at the more, you know, this way and thing, and we come grow up now, everybody I think after better than film pick right now, you know, because first of all, them catch on our daughter do something,
Wow.
you know.
That's a regular nowadays.
Yeah, that's a regular nowadays. No, but the standard we should have our daughter. The standard we should have our youth them. Or I youth them into king and queen.
No, but
It's crazy because it's different from days and that was a major tongue twister. It's different from raising daughters than raising sons.
No, the two of them.
Which is crazy.
Go back to me, sir. Now,
Which is
from the
crazy.
get-go, right?
Yeah.
Raising the
Yes,
daughter is totally
yes.
different from raising the son.
Yeah, of
You set the
course.
foundation, but that don't necessarily mean that she not gonna get caught doing this
Okay.
Right.
But as a parent,
right.
your job
Right.
is to set that foundation.
That's
Right,
a fact.
right.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Right.
Now, clothing, shelter, food, and guidance are the four major stuff that are these items.
But
I have a point.
you still have some parents that does not like when a next child do better than parent
A
child.
lot of parents.
Mm.
like-
And I don't know why.
because,
No, I don't know why.
Because them feel, like you said, them feel them kids better than your own. So, film kids supposed to always do better than yours. So, yours doing better.
Hey,
It's a
yeah,
matter of
listen,
it.
I'm telling you this.
Mhm.
I'm telling you this. Kids, boy and girl, nobody limit to them. Nobody can limit to them. You see me? Just go on the phone and think, you say today after them,
And do the right thing.
today after them, tomorrow for you. And you say you're frightened.
Don't let nobody put no limits on what you can achieve.
Never.
Basically, what he say.
You know, cause you see when I tell you, them always go and I say, oh, they're for them child and the most, yeah, and this and that, and at the end of the day, all of my father children is living better than them right now.
Right.
You see?
Those people.
What do well, that means I'm just gonna say.
I wanted a family, my friend.
Come down now.
Come
Come
on,
down
man.
now.
A long time you want.
No,
Long time you want a platform
no,
for this.
when I don't, no, what we're just showing how parenting go. You see me?
Wait, the question where you said, but at the same time, you know, it ain't one household. You want can
Which question?
come on, where you said, give some,
Yeah.
that one, like you raising a child, you know, for them, for the future, as you said, the foundation.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and when you lay a foundation, you have, first and foremost, you have to make sure that the foundation where you are laying,
For rock.
yeah, and it's strong.
You understand?
Yeah. So yes, I watch it well.
Like Bob Marley picked the
Yeah. So when I say that, yeah, teach them for you know for out there, as I'm saying, in the future,
Yeah.
where you know we get up. So
Well, prepare them.
yeah, so we are prepared them. Right, good one. So get up in the morning, spread your bed.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning, brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning, you take a bath.
Yeah.
You go to school.
Right.
Them thing are something where
Should be no talk back.
right, should be no talk about. Also, which you have kids nowadays talk back,
Challenge.
bro, right out.
Right.
I not say me have that experience because I have that experience. But may been on not school bus, on bus transportation, and
Just see it, so
and sit down and see. You experienced that before?
Yes, man.
Sit down on bus, and most of the time is girls,
Right.
and the girls are the most
I ain't gonna lie, girls is wicked.
fragile one. We're supposed to, take on wool and grow like a flowers where you clip limbs and make sure so they're not spread
Right,
too
that's a
far.
fact,
You
that's a fact.
understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah, so and most of the time is them. I feel like sometimes it's because the also might. I'm just saying this is just me saying it.
Your own personal opinion.
Yeah, it's my personal opinion. That household is missing a father figure. Sometimes they do have the father figure, but for some reason the father is not playing his role.
Right. Which is weird. It's weird that the father don't play the role, and it's weird that that's actually common in the black community. And that's another weird thing.
True.
And listen, I don't want to limit this our subject the black community to this, right? Because I've never experienced it firsthand, but I've seen it on social media, where these Caucasian kids are, in terms of speaking to the parents.
Yeah.
Caucasian kids speak to their parents,
Bah.
even though black
right.
kids
Even at a
have
store.
their moments where they talk crazy. A Caucasian
Anytime.
Anywhere.
And
super spicy.
but
to
wait,
them.
wait.
They call
And
their
those
parents by their first name.
and those are no well that black people do that too. God is them parents by first name.
No.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
people do too. But there's
It's
a
a
but.
difference between that.
But more,
If I feel like anything after but is bullshit at this specific moment, I'm gonna understand you when you say but.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when we do that, we playing.
yes,
We not about to be.
yeah.
We ain't doing that.
And
We
when you say
and me,
spoiled,
no.
when you say
For the
spoiled,
most part,
those are the ones that always fall out and do all that stuff. The excessive stuff when they can't get something.
listen, you see the one. I remember I shared a bit with this one where the
girl?
the parent turn off the internet.
Oh, yeah.
And come chop off the door.
So what happened was I think him tell her to tidy up our room.
No.
Not that one.
Is that,
Alright, so this is the one where the father
No.
to tidy the room. What on the right?
you know what I mean?
The one that Rasta talk is a game in the fun.
But the pan you are playing.
Alright, listen to me I said
Yeah.
though. The one that Rasta talk, the girl inside the room are playing.
No.
the game.
No.
Listen to me I said. Listen before you said no.
No.
Him come inside the room and I said to play your room and she said no, I'm not
Upgrade
going to
the
play.
TV?
Yes.
No.
Another one there.
No, that one is worse.
Okay, yeah.
The one where I talk about chop them
I
up,
play Call of Duty.
I chop out the
I play
door.
Call of Duty and she turn on the internet. And
Oh,
then tell her to turn it back on.
okay.
And come chop off the door.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. And he was talking.
Oh, and the first is that, that's coming
She
out
said,
of
oh
your
shit,
rain.
I'm gonna take it out your head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean it
And he
up.
said, I don't care. Oh yeah. I see
Turn
that.
it on.
Right.
So you feel like he was raised properly?
Him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants some blood.
No, you can't say that in here, you know.
No
No
disrespect.
disrespect.
He is special.
No.
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 Because he
No
was though.
disrespect
No.
to the khaki. No, I'm not special.
No.
He
He
might be
was special?
Maybe a
No.
normal Caucasian sport
It's
kid.
just angry.
No, bro. When I watch the video, he was special there.
No.
The man at work.
So that means he's not special.
Yeah, he have a job.
Right.
What do you mean he's not special?
That's dance.
Mm.
That's a normal
I
Caucasian
actually
kid.
work with two special people.
That's a normal Caucasian kid.
Bro, that kid was that. Remember, show me the video, you know?
Yeah.
And he look extra special, you know.
Because, you know what I'm saying?
He would have want to come like a Jason.
You know what I'm doing?
And he's
Jason.
special.
No, you know what I'm doing? Because
No, not saying ugly or anything, you
I've
know.
never-
But with the anger and everything.
Listen, Call of Duty. I've never played that game or anything.
Yeah, Call of
But-
Duty.
Call of
Ugly,
Duty,
but
right?
strong.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But his friends is on the game. Now she took him off. And it's on like, I don't know if he's losing or what. So she pissed him off.
Special, my special, bro.
Ah.
Cracker special?
No, bro. Like a
But
Jason
no,
special, bro.
I know.
Not insane. I'm not insane, bro.
No, like disabled.
Jason special is crazy.
You
That's-
said
but no, but
but
so-
I'll kill you for real, for real.
That's how he was behaving. Like a Jason.
And you know
So,
what's crazy?
am I
'Cause
lying?
Caucasian kids really be on that type
Yeah.
of time. That
I
Because,
know,
because
I know,
they
right?
keep on sticking the kids. When they
But
when they just born.
You saw him chop out the door. You know,
Mm.
she didn't get scared and run.
Because she used to him that way because he's special.
No. You know what you said?
That's why I'm happy
You know
y'all
what you said?
parent the way y'all parent.
Listen, you know what you said? You're going to clean it up and I'm going to take it from your rent.
I didn't say no.
No, because I already tell you to turn it back on. So he went inside the place, turned on by the internet, and gone from Call of Duty.
Oh, bro, the man's special, bro.
He gotta be special.
Him special, bro.
Listen, you have to that video.
If you look on him, you see him special.
Listen, you have to that video.
Bruh.
Make sure you did not nothing to do special. This white girl, she in the class. She got one foot up on the desk, take off her shoes. It was a black teacher.
Bro, what them call them some of the HIDC,
She-
what them call it?
She threw the shoes, you know what? She threw the shoes.
They call him what?
HIDDV, what them call it? What's that? Wait, name.
But listen, that one I'm gonna tell you about.
Yeah.
She threw the shoes.
ADD.
Yes! That the man.
And the teacher picked up the shoes. And she said, who threw the shoes?
Yeah.
But when she looked, she said, this one food for the desk.
Yeah.
It's not my shoes. So she come and she look. She said, why you threw the shoes? And we probably police, she have a car that come take her out of the car.
She probably special too.
Caucasian, I tell that's just a day in a Caucasian life.
But boy, how would it that get them juke them with them and baby?
That's crazy though.
Yeah, that's just a day in a Caucasian life. And then when police come,
And them parents
parents
probably have money.
Yo, she said, oh, you can't take me out, I'm just a
All
kid.
the money in the world.
Yeah, all the money in the world.
Can I show y'all my parenting? Can I show y'all my parenting?
Your parenting?
Yeah. I can call my son right fast.
I'm gonna ask you guys then.
No.
You can call him son?
Yeah, man, you can call out the moon too.
Call the moon.
Yeah, the solar
I just
system.
might call the moon after this.
Alright, on the solar system after.
Let me see if he answer the phone right quick.
Bro, me just feel like that youth, when I look on him,
Turn it back on.
bro, the man look like him have Down syndrome, bro. I like that.
Down syndrome is crazy.
It look like him have Down syndrome, bro. Him
Well.
have the HDCC something.
Not look like grandma to me. You know
But I'm
why?
sorry I couldn't find it back on your phone.
You know why?
No, Down syndrome is crazy, Sean.
You know why I
Bro,
said
look
that?
dog.
You know what I said
That's
that?
what he look like a guy.
Because it's just a typical Caucasian child.
So it's no black youth, no, do that.
No.
No. So you never see it before.
No.
But yeah, but you really see that, man?
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Sean, I seen that.
Go
With my
check
own
out.
eyes.
Eh?
I seen that with my own eyes.
No, but I better Rasta did say him never see it before, so he not gonna say a black won't do that.
Right.
You understand what I say? But me not gonna say a black person not gonna do that. Me only can say me never see it happen yet, but me know them make out for that, bro.
Right.
Of course they do. What you talking about, man?
One thing I know, the black no play, you know. Black man take a certain thing that where an experience can uphold and thing. The black now run for that. You know? But
That old witness.
I feel like the only thing that I have to worry about as far as being a parent with me having a teenager is basically we just did right now. Not answering the phone. Because he busy playing the game. I know for a fact he's in the house, but he playing a game. He probably on the phone with his little girlfriends. And outside of that, I don't necessarily, and not to toot my own horn, but beat. I'm him because my son knows what's going on. It's crazy because I don't even necessarily have to yell at my son for him to.
Look, I don't feel like you yelling gonna make it any better.
Right.
Nah.
That's just gonna make you more upset.
Yes, and I don't feel like you as a parent should be yelling at your kid. From you say, I'm Dante, I'm not talking about you. Dante, stop.
Right.
It's supposed to be that. If Dante don't stop and Dante look at you and continue to do what he do and you give him that look, I feel like Dante should stop doing what he's doing because he could.
Reaction.
Yeah, just by looking, because I'm done talking.
Yeah, I ain't about to be raising my voice.
I'm done. I'm not gonna raise my voice, and I don't feel like you raising your voice is.
I don't know anything.
I don't know.
Right. It's not really proving nothing.
No.
Only thing it's proven is that you can yell.
I don't feel like and cursing at kids.
No.
That's something that I'm not touching no cards.
It depends on how you cursing at them.
Yeah, because hold on. It depends because first of all, sometimes you're not cursing them.
You a curse on your youth?
Not curse all no? Oh, them say no. Younger people, I don't.
But yeah, curse at you, man. Yeah, no, as in curse, like no, but Rasta. Yeah, like as in curse bad word.
To me, you though?
Yeah.
No, me.
Let me tell you this.
From time to time, I'm cursing at my motherfucker. What the fuck I just said?
But let me tell you this.
As far as cursing at them,
yeah.
calling them out their name, no.
None of my parents ever
that explicit.
heard
No.
explicit from my mom.
Yeah.
Oh, none
None of my parents ever hear my curse.
Bruh,
So you get it,
the other day,
My mother chat bad word from here.
bro, the other day, me I talk to Roy on the phone. And Roy chat something, bro. I said, bro, your mother, oh, the other. I mean, my youth, you remember? Yeah, you like camera? Me highlight you. Me highlight you.
Bro.
Me highlight you.
Yeah. Alright. Is that
I'm going to say, bro, your mother,
Guess what? You see the way him raised versus the way me raised.
it's different.
Right.
Of course. Yeah, I like it, man.
Me say, no, man. My mother.
No, I ain't.
Yeah,
My mother.
yeah.
Bad boy.
Yeah, me not curse in front of my mother. First and foremost, my mother is Christian. I'm not curse in front of my mother. I'm not curse in front of my father. If you're my father, a reason, and we are reason about something, and I'm really mad, then because of that, I'm saying, no,
But you, at that point, you're not cursing at him. You're just cursing. Period.
Yeah. That's the only way a word might come out. And after they come out, I apologize. I got carried away.
I know.
Yeah, because remember, I'm still grown.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and then reality check that's my father.
I don't cuss on my mother. It's like I'm a good boy. So
I'm cursing my son out. I'm gonna talk to you, yo. Tighten up, whatever it is I'm gonna say to him. And if it happen again,
I mean, I can see because you're American,
motherfucker, what the fuck I just say to you?
and that's how they behave over here.
But as far as calling my son a bitch and nigga, and I'm not doing that type of. I'm not necessarily, even though I'm cursing at my child, I'm not necessarily cursing at my child. I'm just cursing while I'm talking.
And that is American, but you still gotta know how to talk to your child. Not saying you.
Right. Just in general.
Yeah.
Jamaican them now play it to me.
Okay.
No, they don't play it. But what it does.
He ain't trying to sugarcoat it a little bit.
No, I'm not. No, alright, listen up. Alright, tell me if I'm wrong. Can an American talk without using a curse word?
Can Jamaicans talk without using the curse word?
Yes!
No.
Bumba clot, puss soy, ya die no I. That's not cursing?
No, alright, bro. Enough time I walk downtown.
Man, on top you in there blowing clot out. That's not cursing?
Yes. That is their mind. You see the way they behave? That's when they're mad. But regular speaking, you have Americans.
Regular speaking, no. See, that's different.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in general, Americans, they can't talk without cursing. I'm not gonna
we ain't even gotta be talking to our kids and we.
No, you're right.
Fuck is you
Of
talking
course.
about?
Cursing.
And y'all too.
It's a norm.
Y'all low key be trying to play like
no, bro. The only time,
But I don't understand what you're saying.
The only time we do like being in that mode is when we kind of get upset.
Okay.
Or we see something that is dramatic, or we see an accident, or something of the sort.
Like we don't like.
Hold on, let me ask you, because we're here, we're not in Jamaica, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, that's how I come with some for me.
No.
What you going like?
No, since we're here, right?
Yeah.
We got kids here.
Yeah.
Where I got them kids when I'm back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Alright.
How do it let how kids listen? That's not the norm. Or that's not the way I want you to speak or behave.
What do you mean when you say that? In what way? Like something
where
you
I'm
see?
parenting now.
Yeah.
No, you're not saying it to your child, right?
Yeah.
But your child might in an environment where that happens.
Right.
How you protect the child from that?
I mean, as what you said, the foundation where you set, remember, pick them and eat that,
No, but the foundation.
No, listen, I'm getting there.
And they sponges too, so.
Right. So remember, the first thing, because it have to reach there,
Right.
And no matter what you do, there's certain things where you're not going to prevent them from sick. Are here. Because they're not there on them. Because they're not there on them 24/7.
Listen. I said, I'm not the space where it happen.
Yeah, so I'm not get to what I say now. Alright. So the foundation where you set, Zane, remember when you set a foundation, whatever you set on the foundation, it will grow.
Right.
Eventually it will go up.
Right.
So that child know set when you're there on certain stuff where you know that it's not right, even though you might listen, man, even though you might suck up what going around you because they are a sponge, even though you might suck up what going around you, what going around them, you can't prevent them from not sucking up that.
Alright,
You're right.
Hold on. That's why them say. No, that's right. No, hold on now.
Based, 1 second. Based off of the foundation that you set for them,
They already.
Once you get to talking like that, they already know to walk away.
Let me give you an example.
Exactly.
Let me give you an
Exactly.
example.
I'm just gonna
Let me give you an example, right? My son come from school and will tell me, oh, such and such use or such and such word.
I'm not telling what him do.
And then you
No,
can't
hold on,
hide
hold
them
on,
from
hold
the
on.
outside.
You can.
Listen, that's what I
You
said.
can't prevent
That's what I
it.
said. Them
You
are
can't.
the places where them are here and stuff. Right? But how you as a parent deal with that now. So I mean, you let them know, listen, such and such said that don't mean you're supposed to say. Don't repeat it to me. I already know what such and such said. But that don't mean my son now will come cursing.
Yeah, of course not.
At least my son know, listen, my father don't want to hear me say that.
And they know right from wrong. And then that still come back off of the foundation. Because him know say him father don't like that. And if him father ever hear want to
No, I don't like him father, don't like that. Him father make him know that not right.
Yeah.
So whatever
Right,
like it or
right,
not,
right.
it's not right.
No, when we say like that, you know, bro, you know where Jamaica know what talk about, bro.
Chop side and side too.
Yeah, so,
He
yeah.
like- I like him. He like to be politically
No,
correct. Get him out of here.
Where are you said? Two member. Yeah. Two member. But yeah, but I am that. But yeah, that all come off at the same foundation where you say you have to set for your youth.
It's all about
Yeah,
the foundation.
yeah, because you can't stop them from going in the world.
No.
That's
But
that's-
you have to teach them for when them go in the world.
Yeah, that's why them say it take a village to raise a child.
No, that was back then.
Well, I know
Yeah,
because
yeah.
The village and brother. But I say alright.
Yeah.
Because a village grew me.
Yeah.
Who's growing the kids right now?
A village.
No,
A parent.
no, the internet. The internet.
No.
That's fire.
No, the
Somewhat.
No.
Somewhat.
Low-key.
Somewhat.
Listen.
Somewhat.
No,
Somewhat.
no,
that's
Somewhat.
valid. That's valid.
Hold on,
Somewhat.
hold on.
Somewhat.
Hold on.
That's valid.
Listen.
Yes, Bum said somewhat.
Hold on,
Depending on the foundation.
Somewhat.
Hold on.
Somewhat, bro. Come on, I'm not saying like that.
I
Somewhat.
remember when I was young.
Yeah.
I used to like, my mom and father used to tell us some duffy
Wait,
story.
hold on.
Some duffy story. Right? And like, we get scared. Right now, nobody don't have any time for that. Every child, every children, every kid, you see, Dora, the Explorer. So, if the internet is going, most of the youth them right now.
Yeah, but that's why I would say the foundation. The foundation where I go with.
Yeah.
And I levels to the foundation.
Yeah, but-
because guess
Yeah,
what?
bro.
Let me tell you. I want to know. Let me show you how my son stay. Right?
You know what I'm
Tell him how good my
Them
parents.
only have everything with
Tell
them.
him you're gonna call him
Listen,
back.
man.
Tell him you're gonna call him back. Let him do what they're doing.
What your dad does?
Yeah.
My son,
I'm sorry.
yesterday I do a homework and him asked, what is not a fetus. Before it reaches fetus stage, right? What they call it?
Embryo.
Embryo. I said, alright. I asked a couple people at the house. I know what is an embryo, but I want to make sure everybody at the house also know. Because I like educate people, you know.
Yeah. Another one thing I'm like what you do, you know. That.
Yeah, I like educate people.
Yeah.
So you're not educating me about
I
Zion.
got internet, man.
Zion, Regina.
I got internet. So, I said, alright. Well, I don't Google it.
Yeah.
And somebody said, they never realize, they never even know. So as female, you're supposed to
You
know
know,
that.
yeah.
You know? So, in homework, I have to draw and write about the embryo. So, I tell him, Google it for yourself.
That's the type of
Yeah.
homework they giving them now.
He just
You
said,
gotta draw an embryo.
Yeah,
and
hold on.
well, I know. Listen what I'm saying now.
Right,
It's
yeah.
about your internet thing, you know.
Yeah.
And not even Google it, you know, and Google it for himself.
Yeah.
Believe it, you tell him and he deal with it. So the easy access, you know, really have fun at it.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can't use it.
Right.
Hey, so
Because of the foundation you set.
Yeah. Yeah. My son, I'll give on him play game.
yo, but I tell like, hey, someone.
That's the reason why I said somewhat.
Yeah.
Because you have kids
The
who
foundation.
definitely live on YouTube.
And you have some
Yeah.
people who, minimum people who, they'll give them kids access to a phone until they're like 12, 13. While we make our
You
kids
got
have
people, you actually have parents out here that give their child a phone and just let them roam.
Yeah.
Yo,
Because they,
That shit raised you. I ain't
bro, because they're trying to, you know, not be bothered.
Yeah.
That's wicked though.
And that's a foundation that built on the sand.
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah,
I
watch it.
said what I just said. You know, when I was growing up, I
But
was
not all the kids grow up on internet.
That's what. That's. See, that time is different.
But that's the reason why I said somewhat.
Fire. You know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Us.
Parents.
Because I was about to say the year. Us parents.
No, I'm not a parent. You don't come out there.
But looking back again.
Nah, touch him.
Hey, you can't touch my man. I hate that, man.
You
can't touch my man.
Nah, touch you. Yeah, man.
Go on, eat here. So full. So full of time.
Nah, touch a man, you.
Bro, that shit is not like the way we was raised, bro.
Yeah.
We was coming up, we didn't have none of that shit.
Because we never got no internet like that. We never got no YouTube really.
To be a part of the world,
Not
bro.
only that,
To listen to our parents.
remember,
bro.
they have a big debate, a national debate over capital punishment or whipping in school. And
Don't touch my kid.
I don't know.
Don't touch my kid.
When, at least when I was coming up, I used to get my whipping.
You're whooping that class, man.
I don't care.
Well, not me. Me
that's different.
always
Out
prefect.
there.
So you
and
never
I heard about that out
primary
there.
school,
I heard about that out there in
You
Jamaica.
remember when me one grade,
Y'all
one teacher lit my
get to
man.
whip y'all.
One teacher lit me, but me never burn from my foot. The teacher lit me. And
You
she
know the
lit me.
burn.
Yeah, she lit me at the burn. And then one of my pants start being kick on.
I don't care what law you
It's not-
pass.
And that's what I mean in one grade.
Do
But
not put
at
your
the lick
hands
when
on
me
my
get
child.
in my cut, make me react.
So the teacher, what the teacher do when the teacher see that bleed?
She said, oh my God, cause I'm kick her.
Not your pride.
You just fright, you know, cause me start bleed. My pants start like it full of blood.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, oh my God, I say, yo, she do it, but I never she do it. Cause she never knows me burn from my foot. And she lick me down my burn. No, me never kick her, I lick her back. Cause she lick me, I lick her back. Cause she lick my foot with the bed.
Right.
The bed was a fan bed. So, but from that, going in school,
You know if you behave yourself.
yeah, but no, me never get them money.
You know, forgive yourself.
I don't
No,
care.
ain't no say.
Do not
Yeah,
care
bro,
what
ain't no say it's a
you
boy
pass. Don't
trouble me.
touch my child.
Bro, I'm not trouble people. It's a boy trouble me.
So
Do not touch my son.
I'ma do what me have
It's
to
not me or his mother. Or
Just
one
like
of his
Musa
aunts.
said, in school,
Don't touch
do what
my-
you gotta do.
so let me ask you this, yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
give these people
So-
a reason to even look at you.
So,
So-
yes, it's a big boy.
Yeah.
So,
Can't take
so
quick.
your child, right?
Yeah.
You don't give a teacher permission to whip your child misbehave.
No.
Come on.
No.
Yeah, that's a man. That's a
So, hold on, that's one question. Question
Talk to
number
him
two.
again. Talk
Yeah.
to him again.
Question number two, right?
Yeah.
Back in a year time when
My mother said, lick out the rat to save the item.
so in a year feeling,
Yeah.
you feel it was okay.
She said that.
If you no, forget about your mother.
Yeah.
If you misbehave, should I get whipping?
No.
First and foremost, before
No.
I answer the question,
No.
me's a person.
No.
Shut up, bro.
My fault. No.
Me's a person where don't misbehave.
Again.
No, me no misbehave. As I said, from me now 1 grade, and me get that lick on my foot. Me no get them more lick. Me always prefect on the mother time.
Let me tell you this, right?
Them smart.
You
What
see
do
that
I
my time?
Yeah.
Why from that?
Look good. This kind of good.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, he
Of
got.
course.
Oh,
No, remember.
He talking about a lot.
Yeah,
Look.
remember my Rasta and say look bad?
Right.
Yeah, bad in
We used to have all of that like this, and if it miss, like you teacher or the principal because
Do they get mad when they miss?
yeah, but this is what the principal used to do. So you don't move it on. So listen, see, for whatever you did, I'm gonna give you 10. Each one miss, double.
Think he would.
So you're hold with your hand. But listen, you want to get
Palm
dead here.
or-
No, the palm. So you
That
want to
hurts
get,
more.
no, what hurt is if it come up here.
Well,
So
it
you
gets
know-
on right here, sir.
Yeah, so you know,
get
you
it.
try to pull it so it don't come up here. So sometimes you pull too much and it miss. So you know, 10, 20, 11.
That's
you
a
know.
doable. That's a doable.
Yes, sir. You ever see someone like
That's a
You ever see someone like
Boom!
Yeah. So
That's a doable.
So 10 turn 11. 10 turn 11. So you make sure you get all of your lick. So you hold it and close
So
your
you
eyes.
gotta hook.
Yeah.
It's after you and them numb.
Yeah. And you red. Red.
Now,
Instead you
funny,
get red.
you can't rub it in that. You put on a pipe.
And don't run. Because if you run, you're going to get you in your back.
Mommy used to bust my ass.
I used to gamble in school too. And guess what? If
Yeah,
your
mommy used to
parent,
bust my ass.
if your parent,
What is you doing gambling in school?
if your parent hear gambling,
Yeah, man.
it's a problem. So
Because what I know, you see in the ghetto, when you gamble, I you lose or you do something, I'm gonna go around with my money, you know. So you know what I'm saying? If you're at school and gamble, is either they get stabbed up or something happen.
Yeah.
So you can't gamble.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to I'm gambling.
Yeah,
So you out here gambling.
Everyone over right is a gambler, not you though.
You don't know about me.
But listen, but it's different. It's levels. But listen, it's levels to gambling, right?
He used to gamble, Roy.
Yeah.
Because in primary school,
You wasn't the perfect child in school.
No, I was gambling in 11th grade.
in primary school, it used to be
Rest
the
in peace.
it used to be the elastic band, right?
Yeah, boom by the wall.
Yeah, it used to be the elastic band you gamble.
Right, I don't think that.
I'm doing philosophy. I'm gonna phone for me play philosophy, but I want to can't lose from
It used
philosophy.
to,
Yeah.
so it was still gambling. you know?
Jack 6-9, poker, sinker.
Yeah.
No, it's
So-
done.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and the principal come and catch you and it don't make sense to run because you still won't get it.
And you know what?
So you go to the
You know what?
But listen, the good thing back then was it was like 5 of your lineup in the office. So you feel it's not your alone.
Yeah, but you know the
But
worst.
guess what? You see the first one when the tears start coming over.
Oh, he gonna
No
tell.
problem. No, you're not gonna tell.
I still get it.
All of who involved is in the office. But everyone trying
If it's me and 4 other people in the office
Yes.
and you crying, not you just and you
Yeah,
crying,
yeah.
yeah, you told everything.
No,
No, this is not America, bro.
Yeah, that's how we think.
No.
Yeah,
that's how we
exactly.
No, the
think.
principal
Exactly.
come and catch it. So he said, Sean, Musa.
If he come and catch us, that's different. It's nothing to tell. Because you
Yeah,
put us
yeah,
on. Even if you say something, you ain't telling.
But once you start
Not
crying,
everyone can bear it.
bro, you know that's happening.
Oh, he got hit.
Everyone's got
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah, no, I just
So
wasn't doing
your
that.
man up, like this and
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
so you know the worst thing about it?
Yeah.
You know the worst thing?
What?
When the principal know you, and when you are running and the principal know.
And
You want to see this?
I
want to see this?
You know exactly what's going to come
Yes,
catch you.
sir.
Alright, you know.
I ain't even have to see you do this. I know this is you.
I do not say, yo, like when I say, yo, Musa, see me before I see you.
yeah, see me in the office most of
Yeah.
So you already know.
They be like that.
Yeah.
But listen, and then all of your friends come by the office door.
Peeking
Yeah.
through the little. Oh.
Yes. And then guess what? You know that's going on outside, so you have to play tough and can't cry.
If
You
you
take
go
your lip and
outside
one up to
now,
it.
since I go outside now, you're 97 in your show.
So listen, if you don't cry, you're good. But not all of us can take some cry.
Yeah, take that. It's just like the girl them, when the girl don't get it, man,
Right.
oh God.
So now, back at the topic at hand,
Uh-huh.
right? Would that be considered good parenting or bad parenting? Based off of you
based off of
being
my situation.
outside of your
Based
parents?
off my
Just the
situation.
question he asked earlier,
Yes.
where you know the kids is going around certain stuff, that's him going around certain stuff.
Based off my situation.
They just outside
It's
soaking
good
up
for
what
me.
they soaking up
Yeah,
outside.
yeah,
But
exactly.
like you said, the foundation though.
Listen,
Yeah, but he's
listen.
Once you
Based
said
on
that
my
foundation,
situation,
Yeah,
it was good parenting by my mom
yeah.
telling teacher,
The boss is bad.
yeah,
Yeah, man, we bad.
because guess what?
Just see him guy.
and then they give y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah. So
Bro,
you know what? That
why
keep
you
you grounded.
Where do you have so much good Jamaicans? God, they get them ass boss.
Yeah, it keep you grounded. Because guess what? Is
But
that
you
like-
if I do something, I get your ass bust.
And-
Everyone door, I'm
and-
on me, bust your ass.
And if the teacher tell the parents, it's a second whipping. So
Yo,
they take
yo,
a whipping.
no, Diddy. You ever get beaten like a female teacher? Who just a week. When they look and look on the backside, it red.
You never get that, bro. They never do that over here.
And
Man.
I decided,
Ain't no teacher ever put their motherfucking head out.
if I was a Jamaican, you'd have something different to say.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care how bad I was doing in
It's
school.
that-
If
it's
I
that-
come home
it's
and
that
tell
one,
my mother,
Call that son.
if I call my mother, I don't care what I was doing in school.
Mm-hmm.
If I call my mother and say, "Ma, this teacher put her or his hands on me,"
Mm-hmm.
my mother coming up there wilding. Our
But-
last name was Gray.
And I mean that example you don't want to say either.
No.
Well,
We
because
take it like a man. Yeah?
because at the end of the day, when
Low-key, this spot, hey,
you
yo.
was a book
Hi, Tariq. I'm on this podcast. You heard?
bro, turn up the phone, man. It's low.
Yeah, it's good. This is an old phone. Out to read. I'm on this podcast. You heard? What you doing? Question. You think I'm a good dad or not? What makes me a good dad? What's everything, bro? With your deep ass voice, you 15 years old, sound like a grown man. What makes me a good dad, bro?
Everything like what? You gotta be specific, because
yourself.
he can't be a good dad and have you outside at 9, 10 o'clock and say, yo, he's good because he have me outside at 9, 10 o'clock. So you gotta be specific. And remember, you on camera.
What else I do? This little ass shy be on your ass about that school shit, right? 'Cause you know I'm coming.
Don't tell him what to say. Go to bed. And it's nice for you to be on the podcast. Because you know what's skinny teeth.
Cause he was really looking at me like that. I got to the bed. No. Bruh, you good, my boy? What you playing? So I explained to the people what make me a good dad, bro. You gotta think about something, bro. Can't just be asking you all these questions and you answering them. Just say something. Right.
I'm gonna let the people comment on you, cause you. I'm not even gonna say nothing else. I'm just gonna say you.
I'm an understanding father.
Wow, that's what you were trying to say. All right, bro.
Sure, yeah, no,
you
sure, get rid
already
of
know.
that,
You
sure.
already know. I'm not. He fine. He fine. I'm gonna let the people in the comment section deal with him.
Bro, and you not playing the P5 when you come up here either. It's like no more, it's over. He's talking about
All right, my boy. It's nice for you to be on the podcast.
Alright, salam alaikum. Alright.
Huh?
We Muslim over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we Muslim over here.
So what that third thing went away is current? I'm just joking.
Actually, I did have a skirt on that day. Yeah, that was a skirt. Because I got a sense of humor. If I was telling you, right? Yeah, that was a skirt that day. I had the, it's called the Izar though.
Zara.
Yeah, Izar.
That make you look like
See,
Zara.
look, here he go. Look, here he go.
Yo, the only
podcast.
No. Only thing I like with a Muslim, you can have more than one wife. That's the only thing.
Son.
I can't be a Muslim. I love pork. I love pork.
Astaghfirullah.
Yeah,
Astaghfirullah. You know what's crazy? As a Christian, and it says it in y'all Bible if you read it.
All right,
Y'all not
everyone.
even supposed to be eating pork.
We are coming to the end of the show.
You Christian,
We're
right?
not going to get into that.
Hold on.
We're not going to get into
What are
that.
the people?
Is you Christian enough?
We have come to the end of the show. I'm your boy Sean.
Move Marge, you heard.
Rasta. I remember this is number 6.
Yeah.
Number 6. And rice sweetness for the girls, them, you know. But the sweetest part of the pig, are like, yeah.
Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah.
And listen, remember, leave a comment.
Share, subscribe.
And you can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, every formal platform, PanDiCahna Podcast, even on TikTok. Everything, PanDiCahna, PanDiCahna Podcast.
Yeah. And please remember to click the bell. Click the bell. So
And you can be
share.
notified.
So you can be notified when we drop one of them bangers.
Because the bangers is coming.
Yeah.
Astaghfirullah.
Even though this one is a banger, we have
One more time, we'll tweet this.
leave a comment, please, and share.
Right.
It now cost you guys to share.
And
And also, thank you for all the support. We love you guys. And don't stop watching, don't stop commenting, don't stop sharing.
And you know what I just realized too?
What?
We got Roy to talk this time around.
I know, right? All the way. I like it.
Yeah.
I like